Good morning, and welcome to Purdue University, Calumet. Will those who are able please stand for the singing of our national anthem? Chancellor Keehan, the convocation of Purdue University Calumet 70th Commencement is assembled. Please be seated.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercise, the culmination of Purdue Calumet student success, and indeed one of the proudest days in the lives of the graduates and their families. For today's commencement, some of you have traveled from across town, others from across the world, as well as from locations between. Today is a day of celebration and recognition, a day of applauding achievement, a day of proud reflection, and perhaps even shedding a tear or two. And of course, this is a day of receiving a cherished diploma, your cherished diploma, your cherished Purdue University diploma. Candidates, I applaud you for your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. Parents, grandparents, other family members, I also applaud your hard work, determination, and sacrifice. Graduation is not a celebration exclusively for those receiving diplomas. Before we continue this celebration, I invite our graduates to offer their heartfelt, thankful applaud for the support they received from parents, family, friends, and others who in various ways made this possible. My lone instruction of the day is to ask that all in attendance be respectful as we read the name of each graduate, so that each of you will be able to hear your graduate name in turn. Thank you muchly. Several individuals whose leadership is vital to Purdue Calumet are seated on the platform. And as much as they will not be introduced later, I want to take this opportunity to introduce them now. I will ask them to stand as I read their name and ask you to hold your applause until we have concluded the list. Our Grand Marshal, Dr. Jeffrey Schultz. Purdue University's trustee, Cameron Mann. Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administrative Services, Mr. Stephen Turner. Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, Dr. Carmen Panlilio. Vice Chancellor for Advancement and the presenter of our candidates, Dr. Regina Biddings-Moreau. Our diploma marshals today are Ms. Cheryl Arroyo and Ms. Roberta Allen. Outstanding, dedicated faculty serve the students of the University of Purdue-Calumet. Through their teaching, research, and engagement, our faculty enrich the learning and development of success of our students. For that, I invite the members of our hardworking faculty to stand and be recognized by your applause. Dr. Peggy Buffington joins us this morning as our guest speaker. Dr. Buffington, a proud Purdue-Calumet alumna, currently serves as Superintendent of School of City of Hobart, right here in Northwest Indiana. She provides leadership to the district in curriculum and instruction program. Dr. Buffington is passionate about her early education, literacy, STEAM, science, technology, arts, and math, and college and career readiness. She is engaged in organizing, analyzing, and interpreting school data. She provides professional development programming and sponsors continuing education for licensing renewal. Dr. Buffington led the Hobart School Building Project, the facility renovation of the Hobart Middle School, and now leads the district-wide technology program. During her tenure as superintendent, she has led the district in opening the Early Learning Center, which she describes as the best place on earth. It paved the way for all-day kindergarten available to all students in the district, as well as preschool and birth to 5 programming known as Building Brickies. She also initiated a Magnet High Ability Program. Dr. Buffington serves as co-chair of Ready Northwest Indiana, the educational arm of One Region, One Vision. Ready Northwest Indiana works with area partners to raise the percentage of people with post-secondary degrees in the area to 60%. Peggy earned her bachelor's and master's degree here at Purdue University Calumet College of Education. She earned her doctorate in philosophy in curriculum and instructional educational technology from Purdue University. She has received numerous awards, including the Purdue Calumet Outstanding Alumni Award, Indiana Teacher of the Year, and District 1 Indiana Superintendent of the Year, among many others. She serves on the board of St. Mary Medical Center and on the advisory board of the Times Media Company and our sister campus, Purdue University North Central. She believes there is a greater mission in life, which is to serve others, especially children. It's always wonderful to bring an alumna to the stage to talk to our graduating students. So I bring to you Dr. Buffington.
Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor to be here today for this joyous occasion, which is your special day, Commencement. I, like you will be after today, am a proud Purdue graduate. My journey from this university has been an amazing one. You see, it provided me with opportunity to serve others and make a positive difference in the world as my life's work. I'm the superintendent of the school city of Hobart, and I'm responsible for the education of over 4,000 wonderful K-12 children, and I absolutely love my work. As the superintendent of school, I speak at many graduations. These moments in time are more than milestones. They are all about the new journey ahead for the graduates. What does that journey look like? Well, all of you know it. Let's take a look back. At preschool graduation, we get the kids in line, and we just hope they stay in line. The celebration is all about being ready for kindergarten. We sparked the children's curiosity about this thing called learning, and we provided lots of encouragement because their journey just really is beginning. How about kindergarten? At kindergarten graduation, oh my, more people attend this graduation than high school graduation. We have stanchions and security, keeping back the proud parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, second cousins, neighbors, anybody in the community who wants to see these adorable kindergartners graduate. The spectators are beaming with pride and happiness. The kindergartners sing, "First grade, first grade, we're ready for first grade." Then they sing to their parents, "You are my special one." There isn't a dry eye in the house. The journey of learning has been the gift of literacy and problem solving, and our all-important message: be nice, work hard, and stay safe. They can repeat this in their sleep. When I address kindergartners, I say to them, "Are you ready for first grade?" They cheer wildly and with complete joy and say, "Yes, I'm ready for first grade." "What will you do in first grade?" They say, "Be nice, work hard, and stay safe." Well, then I recite Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You Will Go." It sounds like this: "If you be nice, work hard, and stay safe, oh, the places you will go." Why, who says this? Why, Dr. Seuss, of course. He says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You will be in first grade next year, and you know what you know. You are the kindergartners who now get to decide which way to go." The kindergarten journey is really a special one. So now let's fast forward to high school graduation, where we have been preparing students for college and careers. The stands are filled with family and friends, just like today, who are anticipating that walk across the stage for a diploma. 13 long years. The journey seemed to never end for some, and for others, it's ended too soon. This commencement charges high school graduates to focus on pursuing their dreams, fulfilling the mission, as well as having persistence in their new journey. It sounds something like this. In today's world of instant gratification, we often forget that some things take time, patience, and practice to achieve. Along the way, you will find the most valuable lessons in life are learned from mistakes. Always be honest with yourself. Take responsibility and don't blame others when you do not succeed. Determination and perseverance are key. High school graduates, believe in yourself. Own your own success by working hard. And as you transition into this new journey of life, see your life as a mission to impact as many lives as you positively can. The difference you make tomorrow begins with the decisions you make today. May your good example of character, work, and relationships influence many lives with an impact that is far-reaching and long-lasting. So high school graduates, work hard to make a difference in the world. At this point in the ceremony, I proudly accept and confirm them as graduates. Just like the kindergartners, they cheer wildly. They turn their tassel, they throw their cap. It's with complete joy. The anticipation of fulfilling dreams in this next leg of the journey is what it's all about. It's the best day of their lives. That's what they think. This brings me to your commencement, the college journey, which leads to a career. It's finally here. You made it. Are you ready for the world? Of course you are. You should be cheering wildly and be filled with complete joy. You have learned specifics in your major to make you marketable, to begin a new journey in life. And as I quoted to our kindergartners from the famous Dr. Seuss, I will quote it again for you. Oh, the places you will go. Believe it and live it. Commencing to a new journey, a career, which is what you have been striving and working towards for quite some time, fills you with complete joy. But there's also a little apprehension. Apprehension about this new journey because there are some unknowns. I want to assure you that there is truth to that old saying, everything you need to know you learned in kindergarten. You see, kindergartners cannot wait for the new journey called first grade. They really have no idea what first grade is all about, but they are excited to go there. Their journey will be filled with opportunity, and without a doubt, they will seize and soak up every moment. How about those high school graduates? What can you glean from them as a college graduate? Well, they have no fear. They're confident about the path of their new journey, and nothing is going to stop them from achieving their goals. They are equipped to fulfill the dream of changing the world and to have an impact and to make a difference. So now I ask you, are you excited about your new journey? Okay, I need you to sound like our kindergartners and high schoolers. Are you excited about your new journey? That's more like it. You see, I challenge you to bring the same type of anticipation about what's next in life by replicating the attitudes of kindergartners and high schoolers. They are filled with enthusiasm and they cannot wait to begin the next endeavor. Be confident in your abilities in this new journey. You have everything you need from this fine university called Purdue. And oh, the places you will go. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You will be in the world next year, and you know what you know. You are the future, who now gets to decide which way to go. Which brings me to the why. Not the what, not the how, but the why. The why is the most important factor in choosing a direction. The why is the reason you choose to do what you do. What will be your why? As you transition into this new journey of life, see it as a mission to impact as many lives as you positively can. The writer, Lawrence Vanderpost, writes, "We live not only our own lives, but whether we know it or not, also the life of our time. Your journey now is about the evidence you leave in the work you do and the life you live in your time. Your attitude towards the importance of your work, it matters because it's shaping the meaning of your life and others. My life has been blessed to have an impact on children so they can go out and change the world. You once were those engaged children in K-12 academia, and now you are college graduates who are to be agents of change. Become the hope and difference in the world by making it the why with the work you do. The world admires talent and fame. I am sure that you can think of many athletes and stars whom you think have amazing gifts. Ultimately, who do we pay greatest tributes to in life? Those individuals who showed generosity, honesty, courage, and mercy while using their talents to make the world a better place. Begin thinking, this is why I am here. This is why God put me here. Make a commitment to choose work that gives you the opportunity to make the world better. Then go do it. I wish you amazing days ahead to accomplish your mission and the why. As I leave you today, I would be remiss if I did not reiterate this. Oh, the places you will go. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You will be in the world next year, and you know what you know. You are the future who now gets to decide which way to go. Your mission is to fulfill the why. May your why impact as many lives as it positively can. Be filled with joy, and more joy by the work you choose to do. God bless you on your journey, and may your impact be grand.
I have to admit that I never really reflected so heavily on my days in kindergarten until today. You know, for me, life became progressively easier after kindergarten, after 8th grade, after high school, after a bachelor's degree, after a master's degree, and after a PhD. But I really hadn't thought back about how miserable was kindergarten. So, thank you very much, Peggy. For the introduction of the academic degrees, I now invite Dr. and Professor Saul Lerner, representing the faculty of Purdue University Calumet, to the podium.
Good morning. First of all, there's no question about the fact that Oh, the Places You Go is just an absolutely wonderful story. I recommend it to all of you. Chancellor Keon, Trustees Thompson and Mann, Dr. Buffington, colleagues, graduates, and friends. First, permit me to congratulate the graduates and say what a very splendid holiday gift is witnessing the graduation of a loved one. Let me also congratulate Chancellor Keon, who has just been appointed Chancellor of the soon-to-become Purdue University Northwest. The conferral of academic degrees is a critical responsibility, the accomplishment of which signifies that degree recipients have successfully completed a sufficiently rigorous and enlightening curriculum of courses that provides appropriate preparation to assume roles of contributions, responsibility, and leadership that advance our society. The faculty of Purdue University Calumet has evaluated the academic accomplishments of the candidates presented here today and concluded that pending the completion of any final outstanding requirements, each of these candidates meets the criteria of receiving a Purdue University degree. Based on that conclusion, the faculty recommends that the Board of Trustees provide appropriate degrees to confer on the graduates. We have assembled here to celebrate that conferral and to congratulate our graduates. Thank you.
Professor Joy Colwell, Director of Graduate Studies, will present the candidates for the master's degree.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? These students have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the master's degree. Each wears a hood recognizing his or her academic discipline and symbolizing the completion of that advanced degree. With approval of the faculty, they are now presented to receive their degrees.
It is with great honor that on behalf of the Purdue Board of Trustees, that Trustee Don Thompson is with us today to confer degrees. We welcome Trustee Thompson and invite him to join me at this time.
Good afternoon. Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning and exercising the authority of the Purdue University Board of Trustees, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon you who have fulfilled the requirements the master's degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place you and upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of the master's degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligation of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
Will candidate Marshal Mr. Roy Hamilton please escort the candidates for graduate degrees forward to receive their diplomas? Anthony Chapa. Amy Del Turco. Vanessa Carroll. Sally Sermon. Natalie Lukic. Aaron Swinson. Maria Alvarado. Jill E. Fox. Francesca Cooley. Kara Briggs. Joanna Hess. Heidi Schellinger. Amber Sokol. Ann Shaner. Elizabeth Johnson. Nicole Lentz. Alyssa Hajnicki. Marissa Ajder. Lauren Weatherspoon. Aaron Pygas. Adam Wilson. Erwina Brown. Chitra Joanna. William Pagan. Teresa Lawson Inane. Carlos Serda. Haritz Radin Dano Sabroto. Colette Emery. Jacqueline Von Ogden. Samantha Horn. Jessica Clems. Donna Rowland. John Zager. Agus Surakman. Jian Kin. Lama El Sharif. Jonita Davis. Stephen Crane. Mitchell Bank. Doug Turich. Kenneth Coleman. Daniel Calavo. Jonathan Biancardi. Nicholas Kokonos. Stephen Foster. Claire Oriana. Autumn Queller. Jessica Elizabeth France. Samantha Royal. Barbara Gibson. Tiffany Newsom Burns.
Congratulations, Purdue University master's degree graduates.
Dr. Karen Schmid, Interim Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost, will now recognize distinguished undergraduate students.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my joy and privilege to provide special recognition to those individuals receiving baccalaureate degrees who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. The commencement booklet contains a statement of the basis upon which the status of distinction and highest distinction is determined. Candidates wearing black and gold cords symbolize this achievement. I invite baccalaureate degree candidates who are graduating with highest distinction to please stand and remain standing. I invite candidates for the baccalaureate degree who are graduating with distinction to please stand and remain standing. On behalf of the Purdue trustees and the faculty of Purdue University Calumet, I congratulate you on your outstanding academic records. May you continue to be motivated by excellence and high standards in your quest to make a positive contribution throughout your life. I invite the distinguished candidates to be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to participate in recognizing candidates of the Honors College. I invite Honors College candidates to please stand and remain standing. Our Honors College fosters enhanced learning experiences for motivated, high-achieving students who seek additional academic challenges. Students of our Honors College choose to partake in advanced coursework, research, community outreach, and other learning opportunities that build on a foundation of critical thinking, leadership, and civic responsibility. These students have received and are wearing the Honors College medallions on gold and black ribbons. I invite the Honors College candidates to be seated. At this time, I am pleased to facilitate recognition of those individuals who have qualified to receive the Purdue University Calumet Chancellor's Medal. The Chancellor's Medal is presented to the graduating students who have achieved the highest grade point average within each of the academic colleges of Purdue University Calumet. We would like to present each of those graduates to you at this time. I invite Michelle Kelleher of the College of Business to please come to the stage. I also invite Michelle's family members to stand and share in this recognition. I invite the honoree and guests to be seated. I now invite Sherry Frickle of the College of Business to please come to the stage. I also invite Sherry's family members to stand and share in this recognition. I invite the honorees and guests to be seated. I now invite Stephanie Haddad of the College of Education to please come to the stage. I also invite Stephanie's family members to stand and share in this recognition. I invite the honoree and guests to be seated. I now invite Bonnie Martin of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences to please come to the stage. I also invite Bonnie's family members to stand and share in this recognition. I invite the honoree and guests to be seated. I now invite Bonnie Martin of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Oh, excuse me, I guess we're okay with there. I also want to recognize Chancellor's Medallion recipient Scott Hernstrom in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, who cannot be here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Muchler to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business.
I am very pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business. I invite you to stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Professor John Rowan to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Education.
I am pleased and proud to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Education. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce Dean Corthell to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
I am pleased and proud to present candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. I invite the candidates to stand and remain standing.
Chancellor Keon, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of undergraduate curricula in their respective colleges. Having gained approval for graduation by each of the college faculties, I now present them to you to award their degrees. I invite Trustee Thompson back to the podium to confer the degrees.
Observing the respected custom of institutions of higher learning and exercising the authority of the Purdue University Board of Trustees, which is legally vested by the state of Indiana, and acting on behalf of the faculty of this institution, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the requirements, the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. I also solemnly place upon you those obligations which you must henceforth assume as holders of this degree. As evidence of your ability to fulfill the requirements and obligation of this degree, you will now receive your diplomas.
Will each college marshal now escort the baccalaureate degree candidates to receive their diplomas? And graduates, please be seated until your row is called.
The graduates of the College of Business, escorted by Candidate Marshal Professor Michael Mick. Michelle M. Kelleher. Sherry Frickle. Tanisha Gibson. Nathan Dooley. Miranda Fishback. Teague Garbachevsky. Stephanie Panchizin. Amelia Ruby. Amy Nearing. Franklin Marcialis Cardenas. Kyle Wasserat. Sarah Alsman. Kimberly L. Wozniak. Brittany Pasternak. Angela Perez. Emily Vandervelde. Lisa Rodriguez. Paul Rodriguez. Daniel Jones. Alejandro Lagunas. Sean Lennon. Michael Stallworth. Elise N. Webb. Jennifer Sanford. Josh Bogue. Armando Lopez. Lauren Drew Garza. Samuel Ceja. Kelly Marshall. Sarah Lawson. Shelby Jones. Jovan Milunovic. Emily Whiting. Stephen Vega. Kyle Kolecki. Yelena Marchich. Matthew Willinger. Stephen Drabick. Maria Basarich. John Flaidland. Antonio Hernandez. Allison Gail Garonia. Jeremiah Bly. Derek Nelson. Sarala Morrow. Jose Alvarez. Nicholas Cavens. Christopher Rivas. Ashley Mosca. Caitlin Galka. Kristen Stape. Alana Ruiz. Jessica Gonzalez. Rocio Magallanes. Brandon Underwood. Jun Yuan. Yanan Shan. Menchi Wu. Jinjing Jiang. Evan Sylvester. Zachary Benedict. Abdullah bin Atasham. Russell Dillon. Paul Robinson. Luke LaRue. Edgar Ayala. Stephanie Slevnik. Thomas Sarnicki. Mohammed Syed. Subin Kim. Charmaine Jackson. The graduates of the College of Education, escorted by candidate Marshall Shannon O'Brien. Stephanie Haddad. Melissa Delgado. Fabiola Jimenez Cervantes. Victoria Studer. Hannah DeLauter. Sarah Hajnicki. Natalie J. Huddleston. Amanda Rogers. Shelby Rierick. Summer Bourne. Stacy Choros. Kier Brinkley. Lauren Bridgman. Julie Nimzik. Brittany Lapa. Matthew Hirsch. Daniel Cochran, Jr. The graduates of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, escorted by candidate Marshal Dr. Rebecca Stenkowski. Bonnie Clarice Martin. Gregory Melton. Kirsten Nelson. Maria Gonzalez. Elizabeth Ortiz. Cecia Bear. Simone Parker. Trevor Hilligans. Nicholas Lerma. Christina Weirs. Ashley Douglas. Christopher Regenovich. Melissa Colburn. Jessica Anderson. Michelle Brennan. Ashley Addison. Xochitl Pulido. Stephanie Wiedemann. Olivia Mucha. Evan Reed. Yasmin Youssef Issa. Nicholas Ross. Kyle Matthews. William Bradley Jr. Woody Connor. Ian Harris. Ayat Mosleh. Clarabelle Granda. Patricia Mora. Autumn Prasco. Andrew Smith. Horace Kelly. Ariel Horde. Deanna Mendoza. Elizabeth Green. Kristen Opperman. Nicole Blakely. Rachel Davis. Sailor Acevitz. Brittany Gonzalez. Justin Stowe. Demetrius Glenn. John Gack. Umaima Salim Al-Hasni. Cecilia Hernandez. Alexandra Chandler. Maria Borders. Benjamin Wright. Andrea Nosich. Jackie Sue Wall. Kelsey Michelle Fry. Kelsey Washburn. Janelle DeVries. Devin Lagasty. Jessica McGuire. Kelly Herringer. John Wesley Kelly. Winter Hadley. Daniel Nichols. Menzelda Edmond. Sergio Flores. Azucena Rosas Gonzalez. Myra Ramirez. Kevin O'Hara. Kenneth Hamilton Jr. Michael Ortega. Kyung-ho Lee. Michael Thomas. Omar Garcia. Bradley Stagowski. Ashley Peterson. Emily Wallace. Robert Viator. Troy Gillis. Leslie Fazzinato. James Steinhubel. Grace Thomas. Miranda Redenbaugh. Kyle Schrader. Juan Carrasquillo. Giovanni Gonzalez. Dorothea James. Oliver Doppler. Lyle Karating. Catherine Vlahos. Jeffrey Emond. Penny Jo Veach. Alexandria Howard. Joe Villani. Finesse Oliver. Luis Ruiz. Melina Valerio. Heather Calandrello. Felicia Wallace. Chantel White. Isela Yagi. Yasmin Ruiz. Crystal Davis. Bianca Del Rio. Nicole Lass. Diane Good. Deborah Olawale. Patricia Martinez. Melinda Guy. Kefa Muhisen. David Morningstar, Jr.
To signify completion of your degree requirements and receipt of your diploma, I now invite all graduates to move the tassel on their motorboards to the left side. Congratulations. Congratulations, you are now a Purdue graduate. To officially welcome you to a Purdue alumni contingent comprising of thousands, I invite Scott Schaller, President of Purdue Alumni Calumet Board, to the podium. Scott?
Thank you, Chancellor. Congratulations, graduates, or should I say, my fellow alumni. Your graduation day is not a conclusion, but a transition into the Purdue University Calumet alumni community. Graduates, you are now in a community with members that have paved the way in leading research that are corporate executives, Emmy Award winners, state representatives, journalists, authors, judges, community leaders, and so much more. It has been my honor to give back to Purdue University Calumet as the president of the Purdue Alumni Association Calumet. Since I joined the board of directors in 2012, I've had the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of my fellow alumni and the Purdue University Calumet current student population. Thurgood Marshall, the first African-American Supreme Court justice, once stated, "None of us got to where we are solely by pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. We got there because somebody, a parent, a teacher, an Ivy League crony, or a few nuns bent down and helped us pick up our boots." Remember this as you reflect on your experience. The scholarship you may have received, the facilities your classes were held in, a special workshop you attended, and the faculty and staff members that made a difference in your experience. As Purdue University Calumet continues to evolve, remember as alumni, You will help the university move forward. Stay connected to your alma mater and make a positive impact in your own unique way. Whether you give your time, your talent, or treasure, take an active role as a member of the Alumni Association. Helen Keller said it best, never bend your head, hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. You can face the future knowing you are not alone, you are part of something greater. You are alumni for life. You are Purdue University Calumet. Lastly, as each of you left the stage today, you were given a small token from the Purdue Calumet Alumni Association. So going forward, please wear this Purdue University Calumet alumni pin with pride. Now, class of 2015, go out there and make your mark upon the world, author the culture of your time. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Candace Ford, our very hard-working student government president, will now respond to the graduates on behalf of all Purdue University Calumet students. Candace?
Well, good afternoon, Trustee Thompson, Student Trustee Mann, Chancellor Keon, Interim Vice Chancellor and Provost of Academic Affairs, Dr. Schmid, Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, Dr. Panlilio, Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Dr. Biddings-Moreau, Vice Chancellor for Administration and Finance, Mr. Turner, distinguished faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Welcome to the day you've been waiting years for. You all should take a deep breath and just think, you did it. One thing you don't really know when you begin college is that it actually ends up kind of like a long trip to the casino. By the time you're done, you're tired and you're broke. In this case, though, your journey has been well worth it. It's not about having money in your pocket at this precise moment, but it is about having that investment that you've all made in yourselves already. With the help of our faculty, you have developed knowledge about your field of expertise, be it education, business, or liberal arts and social sciences. You've honed in on your critical thinking skills, your ability to design and complete projects, and the ability to communicate clearly with your audience in mind. Dick Costolo, former CEO of Twitter, said, "Not only can you not plan the impact you're going to have, you often won't recognize it when you're having it. This is truly the time when you get to go out and touch the world. You get to go forth and help people, which is something our world needs a little more of." Lost my place already. Okay. It has been said that no matter how big your house is, how recent your car is, or how big your bank account is, the legacy that we leave behind is what others will remember us by. So be generous, be patient, and be compassionate. I'm not going to ask you to be satisfied with the path of least resistance for your whole life. I'm going to challenge you to carve your own path. Follow your gut and be confident in the application of skills that you now possess. Be bold, be courageous, but be your best. Thank you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Candace. Graduates, you're leaving today with a real asset in a Purdue University diploma. The accounting students who are in the graduating class can tell you that assets can gain in value, but assets can also decline in value. I know with your hard work, you'll keep your brains in your head and not in your feet. And that should allow you to move forward and collectively make your Purdue degree the aspiring asset that it is. This is important to me, this is important to the university, and this is important to your fellow graduates. As you become successful, so too does Purdue University Calumet, so too does Purdue University Northwest. We have, for the last 5 years, looked to our prominent graduates to come to be speakers in the university. It is my hope that among you there will be several in the future that will be asked to come speak at commencement. Congratulations once again to the graduate of Purdue University Calumet class of 2015, as well as their families. There will be an informal reception for graduates and guests immediately following the ceremony in Alumni Hall, located on the 3rd floor of the Student Union Library building across 173rd. I hope you will be able to attend. I ask that you remain seated for the recessional of the platform party and the faculty members. Ladies and gentlemen, the 70th commencement exercise for Purdue University Calumet is now concluded.